Have you ever wanted to know what strippers think about regular guys? Well, let's have some real talk. Everybody acts like they know how strippers view men, but most folks got it twisted. I'm gonna lace you with the real, because what happens inside them clubs, that's a lab, a testing ground where the truth about the average guy gets exposed. First thing you gotta know, men ain't really picky at all. Dudes get online and swear they got standards, talking about wifey material versus recreational use only. But the moment they step in the strip club, all them so-called rules vanish. When a man's in need, he don't care if she's fine as Halle Berry or raggedy as last week's leftover. If she can make him feel something, he's paying, period. And that's the truth. Men don't always pay for body, they pay for a feeling. A stripper knows that. She studies that. She ain't just asking you what you do for a living for small talk. She's fishing. She's figuring out what feeling you're missing in life. One man wants to feel powerful, so he picks the youngest girl he can dominate. Another man wants to feel like a little boy again, so he picks the nurturing chick who baby talks to him. Another just wants to feel validated, like he matters, like somebody notices him for once. That's why one girl can make 5 racks in a night while another walks out with a pocket change. It ain't about looks, it's about feelings. Now here's the part that'll blow your mind. Married dudes, they some of the biggest customers. They'll brag on their wife all night long. My wife is perfect, she's amazing, she's the best. Then 5 minutes later, they're dropping money on a chick who's the complete opposite. Why? Because the wife gives him one feeling, but he's still chasing another. That's the secret strippers know about men. Men are addicts for their feelings. One woman can't be all of them, so he'll search for multiple women to fill the void. That's basically why dudes cheat. That's why they lie. That's why they risk their family's rent money for a 2-hour fantasy. And let's talk about validation, because this is where men are the weakest. Strippers know men crave it like air. Compliments, eye contact, a woman laughing at his weak joke. That little drip of attention feels like a waterfall to a man starving for it. And that's why you see regular dudes blow their whole paycheck on a woman that don't even know his last name. So what do strippers really think about men? They know men are simple. They know men are desperate. And they know the right words, the right touch, and the right smile can unlock his wallet faster than any safe can. But here's the flip side. While a player never falls for the game. See, a real player already understands the truth about women and about himself. He ain't walking in no club looking for feelings because he's already creates those for himself. He ain't desperate for validation because he validates himself. Every morning in the mirror, he wakes up knowing he's the shit. When you know who you are, when you live in abundance, no woman, stripper or not, can dangle your manhood in front of you like a prize. That's why players go to the club different. A regular dude walks in hoping to get chosen. A player walks in knowing he's already is the choice. He ain't buying a fantasy, he's selling reality. That's the difference. Regular guys fall for the game because they're empty. They come in looking for approval, looking for a connection, looking for escape. And the club is built to feed that hunger. And that's why average dudes be the best customers. They ain't got the discipline. They ain't got the self-esteem. They live in a world where a woman's attention is rare. So when they get even a sip of it, they treat it like champagne. A player, he don't need that sip. He got the bottle at home. That's why he'll never get hustled by a stripper, because the game she's running, he's already mastered. So understand this, player. What strippers think about men is simple. Most men are easy to read, easy to please, and easy to take advantage of. But if you can build yourself up, if you validate yourself, if you learn how to control the game instead of being controlled by it, you'll never be one of those men. You'll be the one she remembers because you didn't fold. You stood on your square. And that's the difference between the regular dude and a player. One pays to feel like a man, while the other already knows he is a man. Now, I know that was some cold game for a year, but I break game like this and more down in my course, the Associates of Game degree. If you want the full blueprint, the link is below. I usually sell the course for $197, but for a limited time, I've got a 70% off sale on it where you can get it for $57. That's right, $57. All you got to do is use the code PLAYA, P-L-A-Y-A, at the checkout. The link is below, or you can go to www.adosagame.com, click the course, and go from there. But I'm going to holler at you guys in the next video. But until then, Play on, player.